Alright, here's the video review for Transformers Takara-Tomy JETWING Optimus Prime. As you can see right now, he doesn't look really any different. He looks like the Buster mold, because you can see this tank busted apart. The Buster mold with a mediocre paint job, because it's back to the normal Revenge of the Fallen paint job. It doesn't have the nice Buster chrome bits, which is okay, really, when you get all the way into it. His sound chip is exactly the same as he originally makes the same truck noises. And he still says, "I am Optimus Prime," lots and lots during transformation. But we're going to skip transformation on this guy. I'll show you how to attach the backpack, but from truck to robot, I'm not going to show just because I've done it already. And it's the same, aside from the jetpack, I'll show off all the differences, but the transformation's exactly the same. It's a little easier just because the abs are hollowed out. There's a couple things that make it a little bit easier. But all in all, it's the exact same transformation. So yeah, there he is in truck mode. And he comes with this. The box is huge, as you saw in the opening credits. He comes with a little bio card. As you can see, when he's all armored up, it's 4,000, 4,000. And it totals up, and something else, it totals up to over 12,000. So he actually is over 9,000 in whatever that is. He does come with this, and this is the interesting thing of it. This is the special JETWING coin in the little thruster package. You see it kind of looks like one of the turbines on the jet. It says Optimus Prime Transformers Supreme Class. Now, Supreme Class is usually a designation we see over here in the United States. But in and of itself, that's not all that strange. But you open this up, and it says JETWING there on the inside of the turbine. You open up all the panels, and there's a cool little Transformers Optimus Prime coin. It is a metal coin. You can open this up. You can see where some of the tape, the sticky tape is. You can open it up and take it out. I'm not going to right now. Actually, you know what? Why not? So you basically just unstick this. You just lift this up. Come on. It can take some doing. Wow, it wasn't this hard earlier. We opened it up, and you can pop the coin out. And the coin is just a metal. It's bigger than a quarter. It's a pretty big coin. It says JETWING Supreme Class Optimus Prime 2011-07 for July 2011. And then Transformers Optimus Prime. Now, when it's in the package, you can see from the back, you can see the little JETWING logo on the back of the package. Now, one of the things that's interesting about this is you can see it says Optimus Prime Supreme Class, but the only logo on it down here is Hasbro. It says Hasbro, copyright 2011 Hasbro. And maybe that's just for the coin, but like that's it's a coin commemorating the JETWING. It's even got a picture of the jetpack there on the back, and yet the packaging itself only says Takara-Tomy on it. So is that a possible hint to a potential release in the United States? Who knows? But suspicious enough that I pointed it out because it does only say Hasbro. There's no Takara-Tomy labeling on the JETWING commemorative coin that comes with it. Anyway, onto the vehicle itself. You've seen this, you know, standard Revenge of the Fallen Leader Prime. Chances are you have some version of this mold. What makes it different is this giant jetpack right here. Let me see if I can. I mean, it's literally like it's huge, as you can see, and it has some tabs underneath here. This plugs in to the trailer hitch, and then these two tabs and these two pegs. You can see there's the pegs here and some slots here molded onto the back. So this whole assembly, you basically just come down, you just line it up with that trailer hitch, and just snap it into place. And it'll should just snap right on. There we go. Put this piece back on. This is one of his heel pieces that you'll see later on at Star Wars on the jetpack. But then you have Prime with giant gun wing pack on. And that's really all there is to it. The barrels on the gun do rotate. Well, okay, not like that. Clip him back on. It's easier when he's holding them as guns in robot mode to rotate the barrels. But the barrels do rotate on the Gatling guns, which is kind of nice. But other than that, you can flip the wings out. You can ratchet them out if you want to have Prime have kind of a jet truck mode. Hold on, let me ratchet these out and show them to you. Again, he's just giant. So yeah. But that's really all there is to vehicle mode. You're not going to get a whole lot of the wings do also. You can rotate them up and down a notch like this. But yeah, there's not a whole lot. I mean, basically he's just a truck with some giant jetpack in it. Cool, but not as cool as he looks in robot mode. So give me a second to transform him. We'll just skip over that, and we'll get right into the robot mode. And here he is in robot mode. And again, you can see some differences, the abs and stuff. He is the Buster Prime version of the mold, so you can take these canisters off his back if you choose, and build a gun out of him. And basically all you do is you just slide this forward like that. That's that piece. And then this piece you want to open up, come back here, pop this piece up over. This whole piece rotates around, kind of fold it back in on itself like that. And this piece right here also comes loose and rotates around. And you want to rotate this piston under so it looks like that. Looks kind of exploded. But then this piece right here, you can see there's a little hole and a little notch here for this piece and this tab. You just peg it together like that. And there's the handle that you can put in his hand. And Prime has his Buster Cannon there like that. So there's that version of the mold. Now, differences between these two molds, as you can see, here's the regular Revenge of the Fallen Prime with his bubblegum gun. You can see the abs are different. And basically this is just the chest plate underneath has been remolded, and then they've cut out this section they kind of remolded this piece up here as well. He's got mech-tech ports on both his forearms right here, so he can use mech-tech weapons. Obviously, he's got the Buster Prime remold. And there's some... if you look back here, this is kind of a rounded piece. And flat up here. And underneath here, you can see there's a divot here in the middle. And an opening. I guess not... Oh yeah, and there's a special shaped divot. It's hard to see. A hole cut out there for where the clip clips in. So there's that. So some minor remolding on the Jetwing Prime. And part of that too is you can't put the jetpack on a regular Prime. He does have to have these tanks detached, otherwise it won't fit. So yeah, so you can't use it, just the jetpack on a regular Revenge of the Fallen Prime. You'd have to get the Buster Prime version of the mold so you can take these tanks off. I guess you could just cut the tanks off your other one, but why would you want to do that? Yeah, I'll go ahead and turn these back into the tank configuration. Real quick. And then to put the whole jetpack assembly on him, bring it over here. Here's the jetpack itself, which is, like I said, it's just massive. Just a massive jetpack. But you can open up the engines here, and you can see where these little places where these tab on. So you basically put this engine right in here like this. Get it in there. Or maybe it has to come down and around. Maybe it has to go up. Yeah, okay. Like this, and then peg the little hollow part of that over these tabs. And fold those up, and then the guns store in the jetpack. You see this is already coming loose. You want to lift up these panels right here and pull off these foot attachments. We'll go ahead and put those on real quick. The foot attachments slide very easily just onto the heel of Optimus Prime. It just gives him a little extra stability in combined mode. Then you want to go ahead. This is so hard to do. This thing's so freaking giant. Here's the jetpack. You You want to untab the gun from there and bring it down on this arm. And like I mentioned, you have to, right here at this joint, the guns come detached from here. It's a soft plastic, so you have to attach those. You don't have to, I guess, but you can. So bring those down. And then here's the spring clip that I was telling you about. It's going to clip on to or underneath Optimus Prime. So once you've done that, you bring this in, up over his shoulder like this. And then you lift this up and latch that hinge right into there to that indent. And that's going to lock that onto his back. And then you can go ahead and peg these on up onto here. There are a couple little pegs for the back pieces. So I'm trying to keep as much of this in frame as I can. I'm sorry, I don't have much room to go backwards, and this guy is pretty massive. So you've got that. Bring the guns around to the front. Go ahead and push these down, and snap. Is that not sitting far enough forward? That's not sitting far enough forward. Hold on. I'm going to make sure this hooks over this piece right here. There we go. And then also plugs in down there. Now these will flip down over his chest like this. Or should. What is your problem? There we go. Really? You're going to do this to me now? That's weird. I haven't had a problem with that all day. And now suddenly when I'm trying to show it off. Murphy's Law, Murphy's Law. Anyway, pretend that stays in place. Because normally it does. Open up this, pull the handle forward. He is very, very back heavy until you get these guns on. We bring this up, slide the handle through his fist. And then latch that back together. Come on. There we go, whatever. And then he's got his Gatling guns. And now he stands fairly well once you got the guns in place. So there he is with his guns. Lift that up a little bit. Wings down, guns. And then, of course, the wings are posable. And you can lift them all the way up to here. You can pose them anywhere along that way that you choose to give him. Oh, there we go. That was part of the problem. That was in the way. There we go. Much better. And now he's ginormous Prime with a jetpack. Actually, he's not really any taller than he used to be unless you count to the top of the wingtips. But he is much more massive. You do have a little bit of options with the wings to X them out a little more from the top, you can see. And there's some nice paint jobs on the turbines there on Prime. Now let's see if I can get a good comparison shot here. Sorry for the shakiness. There he is, combined with a regular Leader Prime, or next to regular Leader Prime. And I might be able to, if I clear all this space out here. There he is. Let me move these boxes over here. Bring these up. So there is Ultimate Prime, Jetwing Prime, and regular Revenge of the Fallen Leader Prime all together. Yeah, that's pretty massive. So let's get these on the same angle. So Ultimate Prime's still bigger, but I think you could easily make the argument that Jetwing Prime just looks more awesome. And that's nothing against Ultimate Prime. With the mods and stuff I did to him, I quite like my Ultimate Prime. They're just two very different beasts. You want something movie accurate? Dude, I mean seriously, just no messing around. So yeah. Get all this stuff out of the way. I mean, again, he's got some MechTech ports on the wings. He's also got, as you can see through the wings, some clip-on points. So you can really power him up and arm him pretty dangerously if you so desired. Is it worth it? I think so. I'm definitely not disappointed with my purchase. The packaging is awesome if you want to leave it in package. He's just big and massive, and he looks like he did in the movie. He looks really cool. So, yeah, I definitely recommend picking him up. Jetwing Optimus Prime.